From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White. 7 Canadians have been arrested for extradition to the U.S. in connection with a drug trafficking investigation involving former Olympian Ryan Wedding. FBI Director Kash Patel accuses Wedding of being one of the continent's biggest drug smugglers.
Ryan Wedding is a modern-day iteration of Pablo Escobar. He's a modern-day iteration of El Chapo Guzman. This Justice Department and this FBI will work with our Canadian counterparts and the government officials across the world to bring him to justice.
The former Team Canada Olympian turned fugitive is believed to be hiding in Mexico. The U.S. has increased its reward for information leading to his arrest to $15 million U.S. British Columbia Liberal MPs say changing the West Coast tanker ban would need provincial and First Nations consent. The Globe and Mail is reporting the federal government's considering allowing some tanker traffic on the northern BC coast as it discusses a new pipeline with Alberta. Former energy executive Dennis McConaughey says he's encouraged by the news, but a new pipeline would only go ahead if oil sands companies are confident enough.
And they will only do that if they think there's a fundamental ability to trust the federal government that the kind of energy and climate policy it faces is not going to be at odds with actually producing another million barrels.
He also says a new pipeline would require federal climate policy being finessed in just the right way. Too many survivors of sexual violence describe their experiences with the criminal justice system as more harmful than the assault itself. The federal ombudsperson for victims of crime, Benjamin Roebuck, says that's what his office found after an 18-month investigation.
They feel abandoned when cases are stayed under R.V. Jordan, leaving them without justice after years of waiting. One survivor told us, "I don't think there's anything worse for a victim than to have a trial stayed."
His report identifies numerous issues, including the effects on survivors when their therapy and counseling records are subpoenaed. A loaded barge bound for Seattle is sinking off British Columbia's central coast. Divers are at the scene trying to figure out why the barge is taking on water. The Coast Guard says there are no signs of pollution from the barge. Ontario NDP leader Marit Stiles was kicked out of question period this morning after she called Premier Doug Ford's government corrupt.
It is the strip clubs and the numbered companies. It is the endless grift of a anti-democratic and, yes, corrupt government.
Stiles made the comment as the opposition continues hammering Ontario Labour Minister David Piccini over the scandal-plagued Skills Development Fund. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, the Edmonton Oilers are on the road taking on the Washington Capitals in NHL action tonight. Edmonton and Washington have both been mediocre so far this season, but the game features an exciting matchup of superstar captains. Edmonton's Connor McDavid is widely considered the best player in the world. He faces off against the NHL's all-time leading goal scorer in Washington's Alex Ovechkin. Also tonight, the struggling Calgary Flames play their second road game in as many nights as they take on the Buffalo Sabres. The Toronto Raptors look for their 5th win in a row as they visit the Philadelphia 76ers in NBA action. Raptors entered the day 3rd in the Eastern Conference and have won 8 of their last 9 games. Canada's men's soccer team has climbed 1 place to number 27 in the latest FIFA rankings. The Canadians defeated Venezuela 2-0 and played Ecuador to a scoreless draw in the November international window. From the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.